We're at the Sal Harsha Hassan in the heart of Algiers, the capital of Algeria. This is the third edition of African Boxing's Cup of Nations, with 13 countries sending almost 100 boxers to this prestigious event. It may be the third time for men, but it's the first time there's been a women's competition. And we start our highlights with the 51 kilogram category, where Bouafa of Algeria in red is up against Morocco's Zara Zaroui.
Indeed, Zaroui is the five-time Moroccan champion. She's ranked 10th in the world, and with a victory in this one, she could get her gold medal. Malika Bouafa did a nice bout in her first encounter against the young Deborah Yoboe from Ivory Coast, and then she lost against the 20-year-old Raheli from Tunisia. At best, she could get the bronze medal. Zaroui is probably the one that's got the most skills out of the four women in the 51 kilogram category. It is actually an Olympic category. There's the 51K, the 60K, and the 75 kilograms, where Soukaina B from Morocco beat the Algerian twice in a row. You must know as well that those women actually got a tournament in Tunisia as a preparation for this African Cup of Nations. And Zaroui, as a good captain, already did her best during this encounter. We joined the action during the fourth round. It's 4 rounds of 2 minutes for the women's, whereas it's 3 rounds of 3 minutes for the boys. And after a 14-1 lead after 6 minutes, Zora Zaroui is still putting the pressure on Bouafa. She's got a bigger, larger, longer reach. She's boxing out on the edge. Doesn't really need to step on the gas pedal on this one. On the other hand, Bouafa's at full throttle, but it's not going to be enough. Zara Zaroui is going to win this encounter in a pretty steady fashion. The scoreline, 18-2. Let's have a look at the slow-mos. Zaroui touching with a right hook her opponent whenever she wants. And we can see the war face on the Algerian. It's a pretty big contrast with the woman in blue. She gets the win, and she gets the gold medal as well.
So Zaroui confirmed as winner of the gold medal, with Bouafa having to settle for bronze behind Raheli of Tunisia on judges' scorecards. And another prestigious trophy for Zaroui, captain of the Moroccan women's team, who are the event's leading medal winners. Now to the men, and Omar Bakhri of Tunisia against Adil Bella of Morocco in the 69 kilogram class.
Pretty nice fight to watch indeed. Bari is wearing the red gloves. Bella is wearing the blue gloves. It's also a contest between two different generations. Bari is only 21 years of age. Bella's 32. He won the bronze medal at the African Cup of Nations in Mauritius 2 years ago. You must know as well that the first African Cup of Nations was held in Gabon, in Libreville, the capital. Bella's goal after the Olympic Games in London is potentially to become a professional boxer. Hopefully for him, a promoter will see him fight close to Big Ben in a couple years from now. On the opposite hand, it's only Bari's, I believe, 5th international fight of his career. It's the first time Fatih Missawi, the assistant coach, has ever brought him on the Tunisian side. Fatih Missawi's boxed in Canada as a professional boxer. He did get the bronze medal at the Olympic Games in Atlanta back in '96 in the 63.5 kilogram category. Here we're in the 69, also known as the welterweight. And we're seeing Bella, who's trying to force his way through Barry's guard. It doesn't look good enough. Barry leads 2-1 after round 2. We're in the very last round. 3 minute long. Nice little hook to the side of Bella. High guard. The two gentlemen are face to face, head to head, just like two rhinos. And Barry surely, smartly enough, keeps his guard way high. Bella keeps on trying to move forward. That's his style. Watch out for the low blows. We've seen this one going below the waistline. The points taken into account are above the belly button, all the way to the eye line, right around the nose area. Oh, big right hook from Bella. He's trying to get those points. He knows he has a 2-point deficit at the end of this third round, but it's not going to be good enough. It's the final clock ticking, and Barry's going to win this one 4-1, which is synonym of a gold medal, much to the disappointment of Adil Bella from Morocco. Yeah, Mikrashi was in the red corner. We'll see him later in the 81 cruiserweight category. Confirmation, Barry gets the gold. Let's listen to this 21-year-old young man. Very promising fighter for Tunisia.
He has made some great steps in this competition. He's still a very young boxer. He's only got 5 international bouts at the age of 21. So the more he comes, the more experience he'll earn. That's why I thought I'd bring him over. So Bahri confirmed as gold medalist, Bella taking silver, and Egypt's Abdine Hassam taking bronze. An impressive 100% success rate then for the young Tunisian. The 75 kilogram class featured the impressive Abogi Binanga of Gabon. Here he is in red against Hassan Chagtami of Tunisia, with gold at stake.
I've got to tell you about the story of the middleweight 75 kilogram category. It's a pretty amazing story. Only 4 gentlemen in this weight class, but what a story it is. First of all, Gabon wins against Morocco 9-1 on the very first day. The Moroccan guy unfortunately gets a broken wrist after this fight. Chagtami is able to, the Tunisian is able to beat the guy from Mauritius. Binanga from Gabon loses against Mauritius, and then Chagtami wins against Morocco. Before this fight, before this final fight, we get 3 guys on 2 wins, 1 loss. It's all about the individual points, but the gentleman from Gabon, if he earns the victory, will get the final gold. It was extremely tough and disputed in this one. Binanga's nickname is The Wall, and his coach Kamel Lemnawi, who's a former French amateur cruiserweight. He works as an architect in Gabon and spends 20 hours a week at the gym helping out the boxers. Gabon brought 3 gentlemen. Patrick Mouvongo in the 91 kilogram category, even though he's rather an 85. Romeo Lembumba in the 56K, and Abogi Binanga. Abogi Binanga won against Morocco for his first fight. Then fairly big disappointment, lost 2-0 against James St. Pierre from Mauritius. And once again here we join the action in the very last round, round 3. Binanga leads 4-3. Sheikh Tammy needs to win this one if he wants to earn the gold. He's trying to move forward on the fighter from Gabon. Very muscular. We've seen he's also featuring 2 tattoos, one on his right shoulder, a nice tiger on his calf. The Wall, that's his nickname. He's been boxing at the 75 kilogram category for about 2 years. He told me he was fairly confident, fairly comfortable with his new weight class. Nice jab to the body, coming back up to the face of Sheikh Tammy. Binanga's getting counted all the way to 8. Even though time's running out. And this is it. This is it. This is a victory for Gabon, and he knows he's going to get the gold with this one. 2 wins, 1 loss for 3 boxers in this category. But on the points differential, it's Binanga who's going to earn the gold. Pretty big disappointment for Hassem Sheikh Tammy. He's been chasing behind during the entire fight. Couldn't find the solution. It's going to be a silver for him.
As you know, only the strong shots earn a point, so you have to use your backhand more than your front jab. So I tried to counter-attack and keep up my guard. Binanga taking gold then, Sheikh Tammy silver and bronze for James St. Pierre of Mauritius. A rare success for sub-Saharan Africa in this event dominated by the North. In the 52 kilogram weight class, Samir Brahimi of Algeria in red and Bilal Hamdi both had 3 wins and had a shootout for gold.
Yeah, indeed, Brahimi wearing the red gloves. Bilal Hamdi in the blue. Those 2 guys know very well each other. The winner will get the gold. And it's a fierce match between those 2. They're fighting at a very high pace. Hamdi has got the bigger reach. Brahimi has got the bigger CV, the bigger resume, I should tell you, for the guy from Sétif. It's snowing right now in Sétif, but right now it's snowing on Hamdi's head with all those big blows from Brahimi. He's relentless. He keeps on going with his big right hook, trying to find his second breath. He won silver at the Arabic Games in Cairo back in 2007. Won the bronze at the 16th African Championship in Mauritius. Mauritius, where the African Cup of Nations was held 2 years ago. Hamdi trying to come in with the uppercut. He's finding some points here in mid-range. Not precise enough most of the time. It's some nice blows for the photog that are around the ring, around the ropes. But it's not of big harm right now. Look at those guys swing at one another. Most of the time up in the air. Looks like those 2 guys are doing a choreography. Or it is rather a bullfight. But I just don't know which one is the matador, which one is the bull. This one is not happening in Madrid. It's down in Algiers. Brahimi's playing with Hamdi's nerves right now, trying to get under his skin. Hamdi gets his opponent in the blue corner. Try to score some blows. We're in the very last round. Brahimi leads 4-0 at the beginning of round 3. And right now he knows Hamdi, who's the challenger pretty much, is the one that has to do the work. He's beat him before. He knows his weaknesses. And even though Hamdi's trying to throw all his guts at the Algerian, it's not going to be good enough. This is the end of the fight, and Brahimi will win 7-0, very much to the delight of the Algerian crowd present on this very last day here at Harsha. Abdel Bengari on the forefront, Azzedine Agoun in the back. The two coaches congratulate their upcoming champion. Watch out for him at the next Olympics. $7-0 the score. Brahimi's the winner. Brahimi's the gold medalist.
Brahimi taking one of 6 gold medals for the home nation, Hamdi settling for silver, and Mohamed Hassan of Egypt taking the bronze. Brahimi here enjoying his moment of triumph in front of a fiercely patriotic crowd. Like all major amateur competitions, 3 judges scored ringside. You need to have 3 judges pressing the buttons within the same second to confirm a point for blue or red. The blow must come all the way from the shoulder. We validate blows to the face or the upper body above the belly button all the way to the nose. We feel that blows to the body don't always earn a point as much as the ones to the face. What's your take on that? Well, the spectators or viewers may find it very difficult this way, but for us as judges, we know they lack sufficient power to be confirmed as points. The 56 kilogram class was a close fought affair. Here's Algeria's Mohamed Wadahi in red against Romeo Lembumba of Gabon.
It's all clear now with the judging system, thanks to Krifa Mohez, the main judge for Tunisia. This is a fight that's very interesting in the 56 kilogram category. Wadahi's been probably the most impressive fighter during the pool stage match. He has a pretty easy one here against Romeo Lembumba, nicknamed the Buffalo. The Buffalo in the blue corner, Wadahi in the red. Lembumba lost against Roberto Ajao during the first fight on December 10th. Then had a pretty good win against Mervyn Clare from the Islander from Seychelles. And now he has a very last fight against the potential champion. Look at him with his jab, playing with Lembumba, forcing him to go forward, forcing him to make a mistake. That's what Wadahi's doing. And he looks like he's got a sparring partner against him. He's a right-handed against Lembumba, a left-hander. Usually the right-hander has a bigger handicap against a lefty. He's not as used to fight a lefty as they are. But Wadahi doesn't show any problems in this one. His stance, his feet are pretty wide apart. He's dancing around the ring. He's finding his groove. This young man is 23 years old, but he started boxing back in 1995. It's been 15 years he's been on the ring. We pretty much can say it's his life. He started out in a gym in Ain Delfla, which is 150 kilometers west of Algiers. And he's been with the delegation for quite a bit of time. "4-0 after one round, 4-1 after round 2. In round 3, could Lembumba make a difference? The answer is no. One more point for the red corner. 5-1 is going to be the final score. But let's see this final minute and be amused along with Wadai on how much he's been able to show off in front of his crowd. Jab, 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 and right hook. That's been the combination. That's been the combo. That's been the moment of truth for Mohamed Wadahi. Lembumba is just too short on every single blows he's trying to throw at his opponent. There's so much pace in those little mid hooks. Look how much he's playing with his jab. Just pap, pap, snap. He's not even moving right now. Lembumba kept a tunnel vision throughout round 3, just overwhelmed. And as I said, he'll lose this one. Had he won, he could have eventually grabbed the silver medal. But we're about to witness what happened in the fight for the silver right after the celebration in this one for Mohamed Wadai. The goal for Azeni Nagoon, 3 gold medals. It looks like we're better than just being on track.
Wadahi's win meant that Roberto Ajaho of Benin in red was fighting for silver against Labida of Morocco.
Benin's football team is nicknamed the Squirrels. Well, Roberto Ajaho wants to be nicknamed Tiger Face. Was he going to be razor sharp in this one against Labida? Labida wearing the blue. He's 30 years of age and he won the bronze medal at the second African Cup of Nations in Mauritius. Morocco's goal was to earn 7 medals in the men's category, 4 in the women's. They've done a pretty good job with the women. We joined this one in the 3rd round and Albida Abdel Siddiq leads 3-0. Ajaho won his first fight against Lembumba in a quite easy fashion. Then he showed some tears, some rage and disappointment when he lost against Wadai 5-3. He needs to win this one if he wants to earn the silver. Does he have the potential? Does he have the skills? Right now the reach is to the advantage of the Moroccan. Albida knows he's 3 points ahead. He's turning around the ring. He's forcing Ajaho to move forward. And again, a lefty against a lefty. It's quite rare. Ajaho trying to move forward. The mid hook to the body. Once again, it's got to be above the belly button. We remember what the judges told us. From the belly button up to the nose or the eye line, in order to be counted. Ajaho shrugging off, trying to move his forearms. He's probably got a lot of lactic acid pumping through his blood. We're in the very last minute of this final round. A win could mean silver. Albida is looking pretty smooth. cool, calm, and relax. Joe's moving forward. Even though he's in the red corner, he's more the challenger in this one. Once again, some pretty nice move from the guy in the red, but not enough strength, not enough power in his combination. Will beat out with his high guard. He's preventing him from scoring the points he needs. And this is all over. The score will remain the same. No points scored in the final round. 3-0 to Abdel Siddiq Labida. He'll be the silver medalist. A quite interesting 56 kilogram category with a few up and downs throughout the week. It started on December 10th and it ends here on the final day of this African Cup of Nations.
So confirmation of Wadahi's gold for Algeria, Libido of Morocco taking silver, and Ajaho claiming bronze for Benin. Bronze for Benin. More celebrations for Algerian boxing fans who are enjoying a fantastic championship. The 60 kilogram category, Algeria's Abdelkader Chadi in red took on Mehdi Watine of Morocco with gold at stake.
Oh yeah, and we also got to talk about the context in this one. Chadi in the red, Watine in the blue. Those two faced during day 2, 3-3 after 3 rounds of 3 minutes. It went to the judges' individual scoring, and actually the Algerian won. Watine was very disappointed. We talked after this bout. I told him, well, you lost a fight. He said, no, I didn't lose a fight. The judges made me lose this fight. I thought I did win. Well, he's got to prove them wrong in this revenge for him. The winner will get the gold. Chadi's the one who's making the moves. He's in front of his home crowd. We're in round 2, and there was no score after 3 minutes. It's going to be a very tight encounter. We have probably the best boxer out of the entire African Cup of Nations. Chadi's finished 5th at the last Olympic Games in Beijing. He's ranked 8th in the world. He very well knows his opponent. Those two met in Serbia at the end of November for the international competition, the Golden Gloves, right before this African Cup of Nations. And once again, they meet on the pinnacle, on the top of the weight class. Pretty funny to see Moez Krifa again being the main judge in this one. It feels like the big guy with the mustache has always been the main anchor every time there was an important fight. Watine very quick, trying to combine. Chadi a bit more sturdy, a bit more patient as well, waiting to counterattack. Here's the jab from the backhand. What he needs to bring more combination if he wants to put Shadi on the back step. He's too experienced for that. He's seen that before. Watin is scaring me right now with a very high guard. Any blows could go through right now, which Shadi has seen as well. He's trying to take an opportunity. Another stop from Moez Krifa, who's asking the blue corner to cool off. It's the end of round 2, and it's just 1 point, 1-0 for Algeria. Martin listens carefully, but we can tell he's already been quite frustrated not to find the opportunity. Last round, last 3 minutes. It's been followed by everyone. It's the final Friday. The competition started on Friday, December 10th. It ends on a Friday as well, which allows quite a lot of people to come to Asha Hassan. Problems with the strapping, and it allows Azzedine Agoun, the main coach for Algeria, to give a few tips, a few advices to Shadi on what he's seen so far in the fight. Is he doing that on purpose? Is there a real problem? We'll never know. What we know is that Watin is looking quite frustrated, staring at his body language right now. Back at it for the two boys. Shadi again pressing forward. High guard. Yeah, it's this back end. It's this back end full with the front jab. He prepares his attacks much more. Watin stepping forward. Look at the entire Algerian delegation in the back. Getting very rowdy, getting very, very noisy. We're hearing the slogan, the chant from the World Cup back in South Africa. 1, 2, 3, and you know the rest. Oh, and it looks like Moez Krifa is actually rejected Azzedine Agoun, who was himself making too much noise. Both men are checking. Maybe 30 seconds left in this one. It's 2-0, 2-0 for Shadi. Abdelkader Shadi could keep his gold medal. He's the captain of this Algerian team. 10 men, 4 women. The biggest delegation. And they've got the pressure. He's got the pressure, being the captain. Algeria being the host. He needs to show the path. He needs to show the highway for the rest of the team. And as we said, it's been pretty good so far. Brahimi's getting gold. Wadahi as well. Shadi's on his way. Ramani yesterday in the super heavyweights. What a day. What a day for Algeria. And it's going to end in the best shape for them. Watin desperately. He's got this 2-point deficit. He's trying to find his way. Oh, he knows it. He knows it. They know it in the blue corner. He's going to fall short. He's going to fall short. He's never been really able to put Shadi on his back heels. The champion knew where he was going. It looks like he had a strategy. And there it is. It's all over. It's a victory for Abdelkader Shadi, who can give a nice big hug to Abdel Bengadi. It's a new gold. Let me count. It's the 5th gold medal for Algeria. What an amazing final day. You can take the flag. And be a nice model for the photogs all around the ring. Team very frustrated, doesn't want to shake Shadi's hand. Better calm down. Probably the toughest competition for Shadi throughout this tournament. A very short victory, 2-0. And this time, make no mistake, it's Algeria who wins against Morocco once again.
Shadi's 100% record meant he took gold for Algeria ahead of Poitine, with bronze going to Ahmed Mejri of Tunisia. Shadi then celebrating yet another gold for the home followers.
وبدون إطالة نستعد إلى النشيد الوطني الجزائري.
There were only 3 boxers in the 81 kilogram class. Here's Mohamed El Afi of Egypt in red up against Yahya Mkachri of Tunisia.
Yes, indeed, Mkachri, probably one of the nicest boxers we met throughout this week. One of the nicest, but probably also one of the fiercest once he's inside the ropes. He's in the blue corner. El Hafi is in the red corner. He's from Egypt. And the winner will earn the gold in this very little group. It's the cruiserweight, 81 kilograms. Those boys are probably going to turn into either heavyweight or small heavyweight if they ever turn professional. We've talked a lot to the North African countries, and their goal is obviously to get to London in 2 years, and after that, why not become a professional? Obviously, boxing could become a way to make a living. Yahya, as you can tell, very muscular, very buff, very strong on the upper body. He likes to get at close range. He likes to get in the clinch. And El Hafi here is trying to make a 110-meter hurdle on his opponent. Back at it again after the referee interrupted the two men for a quick second. El Hafi left-handed with his left foot as a back foot. Yahya looking very strong, but since he has a shorter reach, is he going to be able to fight at far reach like this? It doesn't look to be the right strategy for him. He's staying quite introverted. We've seen him much more on the attacking side in his first fight against the Algerian, and the Algerian was even taller than the Egyptian. Must be waiting. He's got a great cardio. We know in the final stretch he could bring some nice combination. And there it is. Speaking of which, Mustad is here whistling. Yahya Mkhashi moving forward. He scored a point on this combination. Making little baby steps. Putting El Hafi in the red corner. Stalling him. Can't make a move. He has to be boxing straightforwardly, and it's 1-1 after 6 minutes. Very last round, we repeat, the Tunisian against the Egyptian. The winner will get the gold. It's only a 3-man group in this cruiserweight, a very intermediate weight class. We've seen quite a few boxers at 91, some at 75. And at the age of 22, 23, 24, which is the median age here in this African Cup of Nations, it's quite rare to find some boys at 81. Roy Jones Jr. started at this weight, and then he moved down. But as amateurs, it's tough to pick some legends at this weight category. We remember, obviously, in the middleweight, guys like Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Ernst. Yaya is not really like a Thomas Ernst. He's much more bully, much more of an attacker. El Hafi, just like if he was doing fencing, trying to score a low blow, moving up to the face of Yaya. Yaya holding his opponent underneath his armpits, going to the clinch, trying to shorten the distance. And he does again. Nice combination. This is a core here. Right on the Egyptian's chin. Tough to get a knockout, obviously, with the strapping they're wearing with the helmet. As you know, if you throw a blow right behind the ear or on the chin, it could be the end of it pretty quickly. And Hafi still trying to prepare his attack. But he's quite easy to read. It looks sometimes like he's even trying to send his opponent a text message. We can tell what he's doing with his front jab. Always rotating his gloves, not moving them forward. Yaya's finishing strong now. We can see the Tunisian on the right-hand side of your screen as well, cheering behind him. Oof. Thank God for El Hafi. This one didn't connect. And this is the end of it. El Hafi, in disappointment, is throwing his mouthpiece away. 3-1, the scoreline. Yaya Hemkhashi goes back to the blue corner, talks to Fatih Misawi and the Romanian head coach. He'll be the gold medalist.
Gold for Tunisia then, silver for Egypt, and bronze for Algeria's Bouanaka. On to the 91 kilogram class. In red, Patrick Muvungo of Gabon against Karim El Khanem of Egypt.
A little dozen fight in this hour program, but we had to show you this one, even though Bouladinet for Algeria already won the highest ranked in the heavyweight because he's with the World Series of Boxing already. But look at this one. Mavungo from Gabon, who goes down after this right hook, followed with a jab. It's the first knockout. It happens in amateur boxing once every blue moon. Mavungo is trying to find a second breath. Oh, he went down so quickly. I don't know how many seconds, 15, 20 at the most. Oh, it's terrible for the fighter from Gabon. He's in the 91 kilogram category, even though he's told us he's really an 85. He had to drink a lot of water for the way in. Karim El Ghanem didn't think he was going to win this one so easily. Oh, this deserves a replay. I hope the director is going to be able to offer us one. Karim El Ghanem with a combination and a sparkling finish against the Rastafarian. This is his nickname, Patrice Mavungo, who's lost his previous fight. And he looks so disappointed. Karim Lebnawi, his coach, cannot even find the right words right now to help his boxer. 32 years old, he's known quite a few encounters, but this one was tough. Victory for El Ghanem. He's going to get the silver medal. Mavungo will get the bronze. The guy from Togo will finish fourth. But what an amazing knockout. Indeed, let's look at the replay. The right hook, the jab. It's this backhand that makes Mavungo go down.
Bouloudinet of Algeria had already claimed his gold medal, but what a way for El Ghanem to take silver from Mavungo. Bouloudinet then celebrating in style. What a tournament for the hosts, Algeria. In the heaviest weight class, the plus 91 kilograms, more gold for Algeria in the shape of Kamel Rahmani. Silver for Ajoui of Morocco, bronze for Egypt's Madian.
وبدون إطالة نستعد إلى النشيد الوطني الجزائري.
Globally, this African Cup of Nations has been fairly good for African boxing. It's always tough to gather 13 countries, especially when Christmas is around. Some federations weren't helped by their countries at all. We would have liked to have seen them, but in the end, out of the 18 countries we invited, 13 showed up. However, the action was here. The people came, and it was still successful. I must tell you that since the 1904 Olympics in St. Louis, all the way until Beijing, African boxing has always enjoyed plenty of podium success. I can give you the statistics if you like. As far as boxing goes, Africa always earns medals with our discipline, unlike many others. It's giving the president some bright ideas for years to come. In Algeria, we already have an established format of competitions, but considering I'm the vice president of the African Boxing Federation, I'm willing to multiply boxing events throughout the continent. In Algeria, we have difficulties earning visas to go overseas. Therefore, we need to organise events at home first. That'll help our young boxers to evolve to world-class level. So, what a fantastic event. The third African Boxing Cup of Nations. Algeria celebrating fantastic success with 6 gold medals ahead of Morocco's 5 and Tunisia's 2. Goodbye from Algiers.